Jai Hind everyone. Subodh and Dubey Saab, once you get ready, please let me know. Yogeshwari, I feel
Yes, sir.
you will be listening today. And if you feel confident of participating, you can participate in the end. Okay? Subodh, ready?
Yes, I am ready, sir.
Okay. Very short time I am giving. Dubey Saab, keep time.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Subodh, you may start.
Okay, sir. Okay, so good morning, gentlemen. My today's lecture topic is India and its neighboring countries. So it is very important to have a good relations with our neighbors because if we maintain our good relations with the neighbors, so if in future if we face war, so definitely we will tackle it with the help of these neighbors. So if I talk about the neighbors of India, so India has almost Pakistan, China, Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Maldives. All these neighbors are all these countries are the India's neighbors. And yes, there are ups and downs in the relations of some of the neighbors, but still we are developing with that relations. First of all, let us talk about the India-Pakistan relations or how Pakistan plays a very crucial role. We have a very contentious issues with Pakistan regarding border disputes or regarding the water disputes. We share almost the river waters with Pakistan, Indus River, then Jhelum, Chenab, all these rivers flows through Pakistan, and we signed an agreement regarding that. But still, we are facing a lot of water disputes regarding these issues. Then, if I talk about some of the contentious border issues, the LOC, it is one of the most disputed borders. The Siachen Glacier claimed by India and Pakistan both, but controlled by India. It is also very serious issues. Then the Sir Creek line in Gujarat. It is also a disputed border areas, and we almost faced four wars with Pakistan, and still we did not improve a lot because of the Pakistan's terror funding. Now, if we move towards the eastern border, that is China, we also engage with China with lots of border disputes. Not us, China engaged almost with 14 countries with border disputes. First of all, the Aksai Chin region claimed by India but held by China. Then the Pangong Tosu region, Eastern Ladakh. Then Arunachal Pradesh, the whole Arunachal Pradesh region claimed by Pakistan, but we did not able to let Arunachal Pradesh to control by China. Then the Chicken Neck, that is the Sikkim. We fought in 1962 the war regarding that Sikkim, and in that 1967 war we said that we will not vacate Sikkim because Sikkim is our part. Then if I talk about Myanmar, in 2015 we did surgical strikes in Myanmar just because to stop the insurgencies. And as well as we are also maintain a good relations with Bangladesh so that we can get natural gas from Myanmar because Myanmar has the abundant source of natural gas and it is very important. It is a corridor to the Southeast Asia. Then if I talk
Last
about
30
Nepal,
seconds.
Nepal, we build up a very good relations with Nepal, but still there are some ups and downs regarding the Kalapani and Lipulek area. But we have also funded a lot of things. We have also funded a lot of military projects as well as the infrastructure projects with Nepal. Then Bhutan. Bhutan is a very friendly. We maintain a very friendly relation with Bhutan because Bhutan is one of the strategic partner to us, and we have the responsibility to protect
Timer.
Bhutan. And we have also did a lot of hydropower projects regarding Bhutan. So if I talk about Sri Lanka, yes, we helped Sri Lanka in the current crisis. That is, we have donated 900 million dollar to Sri Lanka to get it from the debt trap policy of China. Then Maldives, yes, we have also developed some of the infrastructure projects, and many infrastructure projects are going on in the Maldives from the Indian side. So lastly, I want to conclude that, and according to my opinion, we have to maintain a very friendly relations with these neighbors, and we should help them, except Pakistan, because Pakistan is a very deserted country, set by whole country, because they are continuously supplying the financial aid to the terrorists, and it is not easy to maintain a very good relations with Pakistan. But still, rest of the countries we have to maintain it just for our security and to provide them whenever they are in need. Thank you.
Okay, good Subodh. You check any part of the world where two neighboring countries are operating have got problems. Peaceful relations is a dream, but it doesn't materialize that way, it doesn't happen that way. Today Ukraine, see the war, it is North Korea, South Korea, or Israel and all neighbor countries, China and all neighbor countries, India and few neighbor countries. This is everywhere. You cannot change your neighbors, that is a fact. Geographic neighbors, we have to live with them, and we have to improve relations, but it is not easy. There is hardly any country who has not fought wars with neighboring countries. This is a fact. And today we are witnessing modern warfare. Expansionism of China, Russia, US will always be a problem for the world. And it is exactly happening that way. Okay, good. Subodh, you can give current example also, that neighboring countries, if things don't go smoother way, that is how war happens, and we are witnessing one of the worst scenario today. It affects entire world. Gone are the days when two countries will fight and rest of the world will be in peace. No. Any corner of the world, if is at flashpoint, things will be felt by others too. Okay, Dubey sahab ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so both keep time.
Yes, sir. Sir, you can start.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, sir, and my dear friends. Friends, we are living in 21st century, and when we have seen that everything is going very well, but we have seen a lot of problems like global warming. Yes, friends, in next 2 to 3 minutes, I would like to tell you about global warming. For easy understanding of topic, I'll cover it in three parts. What is global warming? And it is deadlier than terrorism. And thereafter, how it is affecting our planet and way forward. Friends, firstly, what is global warming? Friends, whenever we are discussing about global warming, then almost everyone is aware about that. They are familiar with the term global warming, but it they are not familiar with the meaning of that global warming. What is the real meaning of global warming? When there is a gradual increase of the temperature of the our planet, that is known as global warming. It is due to some regions, and we are discussing on that. What is the reason on that? Reason of that, whenever there is a produce of greenhouse gases that is more as required, because there is a set limit. If the greenhouse gases emission will be stopped, then it will also affect our environment, because it will start freezing our environment. So there is a set limit, so that we should not cross that. And by increasing the temperature of the our environment, we are definitely harming ourselves, because the ice is melting, and a lot of problems are going on, like disease. A number of persons are dying, and if the person who are dying then by the global warming, that is more than the terrorism whatever have been in the world. So, friends, what is the problem? Why this global warming is going on? Friends, there is a greenhouse gases emission is there. Whenever we have seen that number of factories are there, and they are producing a lot of pollution, they are producing a lot of greenhouse gases emission is there, and thereafter volcanic eruption is also there. Due to volcanic eruption, there is a rise of temperature is also there, and deforestation is also one of the biggest issue, because we have seen that nowadays due to urbanization, we are cutting our trees and plants, and thereafter it is definitely reducing our oxygen level in the atmosphere, and it is also not absorbing carbon dioxide, because the number of trees is less, so it is also creating such type of issues. Another thing is that more and more industrialization is there, because everyone wants to run factories, they wanted to be
Last 30
modernized.
seconds.
There is industrialization is there, that is also creating such type of problems, and more vehicles are there, we have to utilize, we are having a lot of private vehicles, that is creating a lot of pollution, and that is also one of the issue. And recently the war is going on with Russia and Ukraine, and when we have seen the number of rounds have been fired, number of missiles and rockets have been fired, it is also affecting badly on our environment, and it is having a lot of bad impact on the society.
Time
So,
up.
friends, what's the solution? Friends, we have to switch to the hydrocars. We should definitely enhance our tree plantation drive, and thereafter we should cut down the use of private vehicles. We should utilize public vehicles, as well as the industry should be so far from there, and the society. And another thing is that everywhere there should be trees and plants, and whatever produce is there, like pollution is there from the factory, that should be checked by the authorities. So at the end, I want to conclude that by having good policies, by enhancing our tree plantation drive, and thereafter, by reducing the use of vehicles and factories, we can definitely reduce the problem of global warming. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay, good Dubey Saab, when you are saying that it is worse than terrorism. Yes, it is worse than terrorism. Terrorists you can find and shoot. But what about collective effect on global warming, environment? Today, India has been talking about stubble burning in the northern India, especially, and firecrackers during Diwali. You see Delhi's air. It has been a major concern. Even Supreme Court was raising its voice. But we are not behaving and correcting ourselves. That is a problem. Human beings are the only real reason behind changing the equation of environment. No other animal is doing any harm to the environment. In fact, nature has created all animals, including small insects and everything, and it's a fine balance. We are disturbing this equation. When there is a war, definitely there will be a huge pollution, because these lethal weapons will create a lot of toxic gases. When so many rounds are getting fired, urban areas will be filled with very poisonous gases, and you never know if there is some kind of chemical or biological warfare element to it, then it will be disastrous. Okay, good. We need to come to corrective measures. Sanjeevani, ready?
No, sir.
Yes, sir, or no, sir? Abhaya is there?
Sir, I'm speak last.
Okay. Abhaya? Sanjeevani, Abhaya is not there?
Uh, no, sir.
Okay. I think dull phase is going on. Some wrong schedule in college?
Yes, sir.
Non energetic. Okay, no issue. Renuka, ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Short time. Dubey Saab, keep time.
Yes, sir. Renko, you may start.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. For today, my lecture topic is election system in India. As we know that India is the largest example is the example of the largest democratic country in all over the world, and it follows the constitution and the democratic rights set up by the constitution by all the citizens of India. We know that election is the one of the major factor which a democracy contributes or give powers to the citizen to select their own representatives, so that they can go ahead and uh, speak on their behalf, and hence can do much better things for the whole nation and the citizens and for their welfare. Right now, we know that India is has a multi-party system in the election process. Election process is also for its better implementation. It is governed by the Election Commission of India, which is a statutory body of the established by the Constitution of India. Sorry, which is established by the Constitution of India, and hence regulates all the election processes all over the country. There are also state election commissions which look after the panchayat and the basic municipality elections as well. As we know that India has many states and union territories present, and at a time there are two types of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha at the central level, and the legislative assembly and the legislative house at the state level. So there are many types of election goes on at a time, and it is handled by the Election Commission of India. For example, right now there are five elections going on. Five state elections are currently going on: UP, Bihar, Manipur, Punjab, and Goa. These five states are elections are going on, and it is going on in a very democratic way. In it, all the people of the 18 above can contribute, can vote for the way, any representative they like or they think is reliable, and hence can vote to it and make them win the election so that they can again reflect their themselves in the legislative assembly or the legislative council, or if the elections are happening at Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, then they can represent at the central level. Election system in India is very diverse and very dynamic. The country is divided and state is divided into many constituencies, and as we know that India is a very dynamic country with all types of
Last
people living together. So all the constituencies are divided according to the caste ratio, and hence the representatives are elected like the SC, ST, OBCs, general, and in this way, so that we should maintain not a equal but equity system in our elections. So as we know that these election systems may have some flaws too, and that also reflects sometimes in the election times also. But still, India is a country of second largest population and
time
will
up.
hence trying its best to reflect on the election duties. Hence, I'll conclude with the point that election is one of the major thing that reflects democracy, and hence it should be implemented transparently for the better implementation and not breaking the trust of people. Thank you.
Okay, good Renuka. You missed one nation, one election opinion, Renuka.
Yes, sir.
It is expected that this is probably a biggest hot topic when it comes to the subject of election. You must add one or two lines on that, because India is heading towards that. Whether it is practically possible or not, it is a matter of debate, but definitely it has to come in whenever there is a topic of election or some kind of political related things, because we are wasting too much of energy and time and money on this. So many levels of elections and we spend a lot of time. Quality decisions are affected. Imagine today there are 5 states into election, and it affects this central government too, because central political leadership gets involved into these states election. Whether we like it or not, our prime minister is busy in these elections. Unfortunately, that is not done. But at his level or party level, he is right. And it has been the process and system in India. But why should a nation suffer? Today, a lot of students are uh, trapped in Ukraine. Priority should be getting them back. But it doesn't happen that way, because political survival of these parties will always be paramount. Unfortunately, it happens exactly the way it has been for last 70-75 years. So one nation, one election probably will save a lot of things, will speed up this decision process, because today oil prices will rise. Just because 5 states are into election, oil prices is not rising, and it will rise. It has to rise because our economic has to survive. Citizens will have to take that burden. International crude oil prices are going up. Sri Lanka tried to fix the rates and it is into trouble. These are the facts on ground. Sri Lankan economy is in turmoil now. Okay, Yogeshwari will
So
speak today.
I
Yes, Renuka.
So I think one more point could be added to this: the to choose representative rather than choosing a party.
Yes, that will always be. See, whenever you go for any interview, any group discussion, any lecturate, your opinions are important. Focus on opinions and little out of box thinking. Of course, you will be reading here and there, but that matter has to come more. Then you will be selected in any forum. Your opinions are important. Facts and figures, yes, they are there for your support. Utilize them, but focus more on opinions. Some thoughts, they may not be correct, but your opinions are welcome always. Okay, Sanjeevani, ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yogeshwari, you may start today or you may just decide, but a day will never come when you will start. Automatically, it doesn't happen. Okay, Sanjivani, go ahead. Renuka, keep time.
Yes, sir. Sanjeev, you may start.
Okay, good morning to all. Today, my lecture topic is youth in politics. Youth have always been a politics, especially at the time of freedom especially time of the reform movement. Most of those young people are the informal politics rather than formal politics. For example, social movement, pressure group, etc. There are some former student we there are some former student wing in the politics parties. They are dedicated to the young people participation in politics. For example, Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad, Indian Youth Congress. Then important of young in politics. First is fresh and in first is fresh and innovative ideas. Then youth talent to more idealistic, energetic, and flexible. India is one of the youngest democratic, having 65% of its population below the 35 years, but the percentage of young in only 30%, 30% in parliament, which is the drawback to the representative of the democratic. Then negative side of the youth is first is young people tend to have idealistic and unrealistic vision for society, which may not be successfully in implementation. Young people can easily be manipulated and can be used as a more puppet in the hand of older politics. This can be clearly seen in the discrimination of public purpose by a few student groups. Then at the present, politics are not accessible to the common young people. Most of the young politics of the present generation are from for politics family. Politics is not a career option in the present day, and there are a strong negative feeling in the middle people on politics. That is the only only for the corrupt. So parents do not encourage to their children to settle
30
in
seconds.
even if one choice politics as a career. She he to wait for to real long time to get public support. Then what need to be done first is young should be give a opportunity to the internship in parliament. Politics awareness should be give to the student of school and university, and they should be
Time up.
encouraged to participating in politics. Young people lead community development program, and voting organization must be support in the government. There is a need to be from local level in council. Youth group should be allowed to visit the national parliament. So lastly, I want to conclude that there is of young talent in the present politics. Youth should be give a opportunity to provided themselves by making politics accessible to them. The right balance of young talent and for example, politics can lead to be a clearing of politics, and can resource the public faith and public system political system. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Sanjivani. Youth in politics is always a dilemma, whether it will be good or bad. But we need youth in politics. If our democracy has to shine, has to get matured, we should not hate politics as a career. Of course, there are some fields where youth still take interest, especially from arts graduate background or some social sciences subject. These students do participate because they are somewhere inclined for social subjects and political things. But we collectively should change our opinion that politics is not good. How can it be possible that we want a democratic setup in the country and we don't want to participate in that? This is a dichotomy. It cannot happen that way. We need to respect politics. As our democracy matures, things are improving. Good people with good academic record, scholarly background, people are joining politics. Today, you see how many of them are technically qualified, some of them are very, very highly educated. That is a good sign because modern world requires a lot of expertise. We want one day a law graduate, properly law graduate and a scholar as a law minister. We want a software engineer as IT minister. We want a defense expert as defense minister. We want a finance expert as finance minister. This is the need of the hour. Things will improve. Why our political system should not go that way? We have been tolerating all this nonsense as a citizen of this great country. A person may not be knowing anything. How much justice that person can do to that department? Here, for a grade 4 peon recruitment, you are checking so many qualifications. When that day will come, we need qualification to qualify for the particular political post and portfolio and the cabinet ministership. It has to come that way. It is getting evolved. We are getting matured in democratic setup. Things are improving, and probably that is the beauty of this democracy. It is getting a little refined, but a time has come that we should respect politics as a career. Okay, I think those who joined late, probably we will miss them today. Yogeshwari, you want to speak something? Maybe your own technical topic?
Sir, good morning. Today I will not prepare for any topic, but
Okay,
I will do it next lecture.
okay. Just open up, Yogeshwari. High time. You will be appearing in some face to face interview once the things are opening up. Okay, just prepare and come.
Okay,
Anyone, any doubt?
okay, sir. Thank you.
No, sir.
No,
Sanjivani,
sir.
where is Abhaya?
Sir, she is not there.
She is not well, also. Huh?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, Subodh, CDS preparation. Anyone else is preparing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Sanjeevani.
Yes, sir.
Written preparation, I think you must aim to clear it. Okay, there should not be any compromise on that. Just evaluate. If there is anything wrong, just discuss among all the friend circle. See the previous year question papers, at least 10 question papers. You must solve. That is a key. Time bound, huh? Not that you are seeing a question paper and just relaxing on it. Go for very, very studious approach, professional approach, and be realistic. Because CDS, once you clear the return, it is a big pride. Your confidence go up, and you feel little energized once you clear such kind of national level exams, written exams. Okay, we will end here. Maybe those who join after 8 today we will miss them. Okay, have a good day. Bye. Jai Hind.
Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Jain, sir.
Thank you, sir.